I borrow your arms for a second?
Yeah.
Now that's ambiguous, isn't it? I mean, how do you borrow somebody's arms? Can I borrow your arms for a second? What I'm going to do is just teach you how to hold your arms in the best way to actually have a most profound experience of having these parts integrate. Yeah. So if you've got a chair with arms, you need to make sure the person's arms aren't resting on the arms of the chair. So that stops them from coming together. Yeah. And also, you don't want the person's arms like tucked right into their body. So you just like move them out a little bit. That's it. That's excellent. Yeah. Okay. Now, which hand would that problem part like to come out and stand? Would it like to come out and stand on the left or the right?
Left.
Right. Okay. This one. Over
Yes.
here. Yeah? Okay. Just have that part come out and stand on that hand. Would it like to stand on the front of the hand or the back of the hand?
Front.
The front of the hand. Okay. Have it come out and stand on the front of the hand. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is to go inside and find the part inside of you that's most in conflict with that part. The opposite flip side of the coin to that part, the opposite number of that part. And find that part and have that part come out and stand on the other hand.
Okay.
Have you found that part? Would that part like to come out and stand on the front or the back of the hand?
Front.
The front of the hand, yeah, great, okay. So this part over here, on the left hand, the problem part, what does that part look like? Does it look like anybody that you recognize? Does it sound like anyone you recognize or feel like anyone you recognize?
It's my mum.
Is she your mum? Okay, great. And this part over here, on your right hand, does this part look like anybody that you recognize? Or it does? And who's that?
My dad.
Oh, right, good. Okay, excellent, good. So, this part over here that looks like your mum. Ask this part over here that looks like your mum. It looks like your mum. Ask that part what's its highest intention for you. What's that part that looks like your mum's highest intention for you? What do you get? Ask her what's that part's highest intention for you? What do you get? First thing that comes to your mind.
Failure.
The highest intention for you is to be a failure. Okay. And what's the purpose of that?
Stop in the same place.
Stopping in the same place.
Yeah.
And what would stopping in the same place do for you?
Not moving on.
Okay. And what's the purpose of her not wanting you to move on?
So, I stop in the same place as her.
Okay. And what's her highest intention in wanting you to stop in the same place as her?
She didn't have freedom.
Okay. And what's her purpose in her not wanting you to have freedom?
Because stops moving on.
Okay. And what's her highest intention in stopping you from moving on?
Restriction.
Restriction. And what's her purpose in wanting you to have restriction?
Can't go forward.
So you can't go forward, okay. And what's her highest intention in wanting you not to go forward?
Stuckness.
Okay. And what does that part think that stuckness would do for you?
Limit me.
Okay. And what's the purpose of that part wanting to limit you?
Success.
Success. Okay. And what's that part's intention, purpose in wanting you to have success?
Fulfillment.
Fulfillment, great. And what's its purpose in wanting you to have fulfillment?
Happiness.
Happiness, great. And what's its highest intention in wanting you to have happiness?
Love.
Love, great. And what's the purpose of it wanting you to have love?
Peace.
Peace. And what will peace do for you?
Give me contentment.
Contentment, great. And what's its purpose in wanting you to have contentment?
So I can be happy.
So you can be happy, okay. So what's his highest intention? Want you to be happy.
Oh, God. Success.
Success, great. And what's his highest intention? Want you to have success.
For love.
For love, yeah. And what's his highest intention? And want you to have love.
Peace.
Peace, great. And what's his highest intention? And want you to have peace.
Success.
Okay. So ask that part over there, what's its highest intention in wanting you to have success, happiness, love, peace, and contentment?
Success.
Yeah. Have you noticed that your hands are coming together?
Yeah.
You're not doing that though, are you?
No.
No, okay. So let's go over to this part over here. This part over here looks like your dad. What's this part over here that looks like so your dad's highest intention for you?
Control.
Okay. And what's its purpose in wanting you to have control?
To rule.
To rule, okay. And what will rule do for you?
Stuck.
Stuck, okay. And what's his highest intention in wanting you to be stuck?
So I can't move.
So you can't move. What's his highest intention in wanting you to not be able to move?
So I can't go forward.
Okay. What's his height? This part over here that looks like your father. What's he not wanting you to go forward for? What's his purpose in that?
Failure.
Okay. And what's his highest intention in wanting you to fail?
So I can't go forward.
Okay. And what's his highest intention in not wanting you to go forward?
For success.
For success. Isn't that the same as the part? Looks like your mum. It is, isn't it?
It is.
And does this part over here looks like your mum realise that this part over here looks like your dad actually has the same highest intention for you?
Yep.
Yeah. And this part over here looks like your dad. Does it realise that it has the same highest intention as this part over here looks like your mum? Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right, yeah, excellent. And I'm presuming that at one point in time they were both part of a larger whole, yeah? Just take a look inside there. What does every part look like?
Successful.
Successful what? Who does that part? Looks like a successful you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
So just ask your unconscious mind on that part. Would that part like to come inside and merge with the rest of your unconscious mind?
Yeah.
So that part there becomes one with your unconscious mind, and you too can become whole, one.
Yeah.
And how would it like to go ahead and do that now?
Listen. It's okay.
You feel the changes taking place inside. Maybe shifts in energy inside. Feelings moving around inside as the parts begin to heal
Yeah.
and become whole. God, these are for me. That was a big one, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yes, well, you see, some people in the audience thought I was only working with Julie. Okay, let's do some testing then. Can you think of a time in the past? A time in the past which, if you thought about it previously, would have caused you to feel an old conflict around being successful? And notice how it's different now. How is it different?
I want to come now.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I mean...
It's a good job I didn't ask, can you do it now?
Oh, it's quite annoying.
So,
I don't finish off my sentences, we know, so...
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't leave things dangling.
Yeah. That's not right.
Can you think of another time in the past where you would have, if you thought about it previously, you'd have felt that old conflict around being successful?
I've got an event.
Notice how it's different now.
Yeah, it is.
How's it different?
Because, yeah, I would have completed it.
You would have completed it. Good. So can you think of an event in the future? An event in the future which, if it happened in the past, would have caused you to feel that old conflict about your being successful? And notice how it's different now. How is it different?
Because I want to come and do the Masters, and I wouldn't have thought that. Pardon me again. But no, that's okay now. Let's go on.
Good. Excellent. So what I want you to do is go inside and try and find some of that old conflict. Try really hard in vain to find some of that old conflict.
Yep.
I mean, you used to be good at this, didn't you?
Very, very good.
Very good.
Yeah.